Alright, so what's going on, guys? Back here with another episode. Ooh, BlizzardNet popping up while I'm filming a video. Or BattleNet. I went back to BattleNet finally. Alright, so we got some pickups, some updates, and some videos that I'm recording, and that kind of stuff. So let's get into that. Alright, so did a little bit of PS4 picking up here lately, and a couple of Saturn games for a rare change. They're very expensive, as you already know, and just wanted to grab a couple here and there, and that's kind of how I'm building up my Saturn collection. But yeah, so before we get into the pickups, I wanted to do talk about the Fall Backlog Challenge. Everybody's putting out videos finally, and you know, update videos to how their challenge is going and whatnot, and that's really cool. Everybody, I don't know if they like communicated with each other or if it just kind of happened that way, but on Sunday everybody put out a video. For the most part, I think 5 of the people did, and letting us know how their channel, you know, how their progress is going and all that good stuff. So really cool to watch everybody get into their games. Sadly, I haven't really gotten that deep into Xenoblade Chronicles X. I'd say I'm about 20-25 hours in, which for a normal game is like overkill, but for an RPG like that, oh crap, I forgot a couple pickups in this. Oh, I'll grab those here in a second. But for an RPG, that's really not that much, and it's a doozy of a game. I looked at playtime.com, I think it's called, and it says 70 to 150 hours depending on how much crap you want to do. So bare minimum 70, 150 if you want to do like every side quest, which I'm enjoying the game, I really am, but 150 hours, I mean, at that rate I wouldn't be done till like the end of spring probably. But so that's kind of how that's going, and I lost my fight against Oh So Jiggly. It's my man, Dave. The whole thing was just satire and joking and all that good stuff. We're actually good buddies. And so I lost, I'll admit it. Lost pretty bad, real bad, actually. And you'll notice that I changed my picture to a washing machine because for the month of November, I will be that washing machine. I'm not going to change my name because I'm sure some weirdo on YouTube will try to squat on my name and not give it back. So he already said it was cool to just do the picture instead of the changing of the name, and he understood. So lost pretty badly, and a future video that we're going to be live streaming is a Smash Bros fight. So I'm pretty excited for that. Details in the future on that. It's going to be sometime in November. Can't say the exact date. We still have to plan all that out. And unfortunately, my live stream was running real crappy like on the Dead or Alive live stream. So you can watch mine, but his is actually in better quality. I did leave mine up, but you can definitely watch his. It's a lot better quality. Mine got real chunky and laggy, and it was just kind of a mess. And gaming on Wi-Fi sucks, so it is what it is. But yeah, so Smash Bros fight here in the near future. Everybody's doing well on their backlog stuff. There's still 2 people I haven't heard from in a while, but let them do their thing. And if you're entered in that, the rules have changed a little bit. I already mentioned it once or twice, but again, I'm going to mention it. Everybody needs to finish their stuff by December 21st, and then that day, I'm going to do a live stream that night. So basically, you need to get your proof out that you beat all your games, and we're going to do a wheel decide with all 6 of the people, or you know, if only one person wins, then I don't need to do a wheel decide. You need to finish all your games by that date. Let's say lunchtime on December 21st, so that I can have time to put all the names into the wheel decide, make sure that you guys actually beat all your games, and make sure that I think you're not cheating and this and that. Most of the people have been live streaming them play the games and this and that, so that's pretty cool, so that I know they're not cheating. Not saying that anybody is, but being that I am giving out a pretty generous prize, I hope that nobody cheats to get the prize. But so that's kind of an update on that. I do plan on doing Time Shift here in the near future, just because I think I can knock that out quick. And then Fatal Frame, I really just didn't like it, and Metal Slug 3 is just hard as balls. So to be honest with you, I love playing it, but I don't think I'll ever be able to get past like the 3rd level. I don't really know how many levels are in it, but I'm just not good at it. But I do enjoy playing it. I think if I could find like an arcade stick for the Xbox, which they do make a few, it might be a little easier because that's clearly designed to be played on an arcade stick. But so yeah, that's kind of where that's going. And I think I would be more enthusiastic about playing these backlog challenge games. I mean, I'm doing the backlog because I want to play my backlog and I want other people to actually play their backlog. But there's no prize for it at the end of the road for me, so it's like not that excited to do it because there's no prize for me. However, if somebody wants to host the spring backlog challenge, the offer's out there on the table if you want to host that next time so that I can get in on it, because if there's a prize at the end of it, then your boy's going to win. But I am still playing them and I do want to beat them. But let me pause this real quick and grab the other pickups that I forgot to grab, so I'll be right. Alright, back with the pickups. I had to grab a couple Switch games that I forgot to put into the pile of my pickups. Alright, so today is the 31st. You already know what came out on the 27th. And you know your boy already basically beat the game. I'm just about at Bowser. And I got the triple pack. I am going to open this. Apparently the triple pack is more rare. I've seen tons of unboxing videos of people getting them individually, but I've never seen... really, I mean, I haven't searched for it, but all the big YouTubers are all getting the triple pack, and I haven't seen anybody do the 3 packs. I don't know. I guess it's more rare. I don't know. I'm going to open them anyway. Don't care. While I was picking these up and actually, this was mailed to me from, or no, I pre-ordered this there at Best Buy. Reordered my GCU for 2 years. Best thing you can get as a gamer is the Gamers Club Unlocked. Fuck the Amazon Prime. You gotta wait for it to ship to you and all that bullshit. Do it at Best Buy, because then you can pick the games up. You can go spend it in the store. You can go look at the games you want. And Best Buy honestly keeps a good inventory of older games. Like, if there's a game that I'm like a couple years ago and it came out, they've got it for $15.99 because it's a $20 game. So with the GCU, you get it for $15.99 and it's a new copy. That's insane. But yeah, so I got the, probably won't focus, but there's Cappy on the cap. And there's a picture of the Earth. They don't actually say it's the Earth, but I mean, it's obviously the Earth. New Donk City. I want to do a review on this. I really do. But there's basically no way I can because Nintendo. So I can't even put gameplay in here of this. Picked up a copy of Sinmora EX from Amazon. And this, actually, I pre-ordered it like June, and it got released like late August and September, maybe, somewhere for the Switch. And they didn't send my copy from Amazon. They were just basically like, fuck you. And so I called him and bitched him out. I was like, dude, I pre-ordered it. Like, where's my fucking copy? You should have ordered X amount of copies to give to the people that pre-ordered it. It's not like I pre-ordered it like I did Mario on a Thursday and then picked it up Friday just so I could get the stupid coin. Pre-ordered this months in advance, and then I didn't even get my copy. Whatever. So Rebel Gaming Club actually picked this game up too. Great channel if you're not subscribed to him, although I assume you guys already are. And it's actually him and his brother and 2 of his buddies. Jordan, that's probably my favorite. I mean, I like Dan. I like all of them, but Jordan, I think he's the funniest one. He always cracks me up. That guy's funny as shit. But yeah, so picked up Fire Emblem Special Edition, Fire Emblem Warriors, live streamed it, did an unboxing for it, but it hasn't been in a pickups video. So picked that up as well. Those are all my Switch pickups. Now, while I was in there picking up my Mario, I happened to ask, because I am an amiibo hunter, I need to get to the chopper. If you've never watched P2, although if you're an amiibo guy, you know who P2 is, but he made amiibo hunting great in the beginning. Like, it was such a drag and such a strain and such an emotional distress to be an amiibo collector. In the early days, like waiting out for Meta Night for like 4 hours at Best Buy for a $15 toy. Like, you have to be insane to do shit like that. But I did. Well, it wasn't 4 hours. It was like 3 hours. But I waited out for a Meta Night. Crazy. But that was before I had the channel. That would have been cool to stream all the amiibo hunting back in the day. But yeah, so I asked for it because I knew they got a restock of it. It was a Best Buy exclusive, and that is the Majora's Mask amiibo. Gonna open this as well, just haven't had time, and super excited to get that. So this, see, powerful items. I would assume this probably gives you Majora's Mask as like an option to wear or something. I don't know, or not Majora, the Goron mask. picked up some PS4 games as well. I mentioned that earlier in the video. Now, we got this game that I was desperately, eagerly waiting to get on the Switch because there's no other platform this deserves to be played on as much as a Nintendo platform. The development team behind this, basically, if it weren't for them, I don't think Nintendo would be as big as they are now. But yeah, and obviously this has one of the greatest music creators of all time in video games in this game, as well as some of his 90s work, that being David Wise, Ukulele. I'm loving this game. The thing is, people kind of harped on it and they wanted it to be so much more, but if you're a fan of Donkey Kong 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, even Banjo Nuts and Bolts, which I actually really love. A lot of people don't like that. But if you're a fan of any of those games, or even just any rare game grabbed by the Ghoulies, Donkey Kong Country games, you can see that the love and dedication went into making this game. It's a fantastic game. It's a beautiful game, too. The art style is great. You know how the 7th gen was just all brown and grays and dirt and gritty? This is such a colorful game. Like, all the colors just pop. It's such a beautiful game. I can't say enough about this. I might be doing a review on this eventually. It's a collectathon, so it just takes a long time to play. So, hey, would you look at that? Another copy of Sinmora. So I saw CM Retro live streaming it, and the Video Game Collector was live streaming it, and I had to get it. I just simply had to. So, and then my Switch copy came. So now I have it on 2 consoles. One shoot 'em up on the go, and one at the house. All right. Now I know I have been known in the past to trash talk limited run games a lot, and I actually really enjoy the things that they do and what they've done for, different games that would have never have gotten a physical release, maybe Play Asia or this or that. But so I picked up 3 limited run games, and this first one I'm going to show. I have desperately wanted this game for a long time, but I don't support indie games that don't come out physically, which sounds kind of wrong in a way because those people work their ass off. They're just average Joes who make these games after work. But I'm a collector. I have to have it physically, or I'm just simply not going to buy it. I mean, I break sometimes, like Sonic Mania. I had to play it because I love the original Sonic games, but it's not going to get a physical copy. Although rumor has it Limited Run is getting one on. I follow a lot of Twitter things that, allude me to believe that they're getting one of those here soon. I would certainly like to think that a game like that, they would make enough copies because people want that game physically. I absolutely want that game physically. I can't even state that enough. It's a fantastic game. It's beautiful too. I guess that would be 32-bit style because it's like perfect pixels. So I don't know what that would technically be. It's retro styling. But so I think that game only takes up maybe 50 megabytes, which is why it can't be on a Switch cart, was their reasoning, because it has to be a certain capacity for it to be on a cart or a disc. However, Sony's usually not too much of a dick about it. Nintendo, however, they are. But yeah, so hopefully they make enough copies of that because I have to have Sonic Mania. And on another note, they just announced a very memorable game of my childhood. If you grew up in the 90s, as I did, you remember playing Oregon Trail at school. You just do. And if you didn't, your school sucked. They're releasing Oregon Trail physically through limited run games, and I need to have that on the PS4. And you probably won't see me for a couple weeks because I just need to relive my childhood. I remember booting up the old Macs at school, at the elementary school, and playing Oregon Trail. I never did any of the stuff. I just always wanted to do the hunting. The hunting was the best part. And crossing across the rivers and just the map and just everything about that game. Oregon Trail, if you didn't grow up in the 90s, you just won't understand it. You just won't. And it could be older than that. I have no idea. But I remember playing it in the 90s in school. But long and short, let's get to these last 3. Well, actually, it's not the last 3. The Flame and the Flood. Man, I can't even describe how long I've been waiting to pick this game up. It has intrigued me for so long. I remember watching it. I'm pretty sure this was shown at Microsoft's press conference during their E3. and I had thought it was an exclusive. It is not. It's on Xbox, PlayStation, and even the Switch now. Awesome game. I'm enjoying the crap out of it. However, this really pissed me off. This is supposed to be like a definitive physical release. This has a, I think it was 1.7 or 2 gig patch the second you put it in. Like, what? What? Like, what? That patch is probably super old. Why is it not on the fucking disc? What? Like, what? Is this just like a game voucher and then you download the game? Like, I just don't understand that. But whatever. It's cool to somewhat have it physically. Maybe a future video that I wanted to do was, and I've discussed this a lot too in the past, patches and updates and DLC and all that bullshit. I have an actual list of games that I've owned during this generation on Xbox and PlayStation that do not require downloads of any sort. Let me know if that's a video that you guys would actually be interested in. I don't know if you would or wouldn't be, but I have kept a list of it. It's not a very big list, sadly. Here's another cool game. I didn't know about this game, period, until Limited Run was releasing it, but being that I'm a mechanic and a car guy, I love Tokyo Drift. I love all the Fast and, well, up to like Fast 4 was good, and then after that, they're like not even remotely car movies anymore, but I still enjoy watching them. But Absolute Drift Zen Edition. This game is addictive. Super fun to play. I'm not good at it. I guess this is kind of one of those games you just have to practice a lot to get good at it. Alright, so I'm going to actually show this game last, and there's a good reason why I'm doing that last. Well, yeah. Alright, so picked up, well, I just showed you what that was. I won 2 Saturn games in an auction. Well, 2 separate auctions, same seller. The first one I have been wanting for a very long time, and both of these are mint copies. The case, the manual, the disc, everything. This is a cool RPG, hack and slash, beat 'em up, side-scrolling type game. I haven't actually played it yet, unfortunately, just because my Saturn is like half-assedly hooked up. It's got the power cable in it. I don't know where my SCART cable is, so I can't play it. Well, I can find it and play it, but blah, 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 blah. Here I go making the video long, like I always do. Guardian Heroes, though. This is a cool-ass game. Obviously, it has the manual, because that's the front of the game, but there's the disc. Mint condition, and I won this for $128, which I know seems and sounds like a lot of money, and it is. But it typically goes for $150 to $240, I think, in that ballpark. So any way you look at it, I can sell it and make my money back. So I'm cool with that. Shining Force 3. I have been wanting this game for so long. After I keep adding RPGs that I'm gonna beat after I beat Xenoblade, but they just keep backing up and backing up. Like, I'm almost on like permanent RPG backlog because I just keep getting into more RPGs that I want to get into and play, and then I buy them, and then like I finally bought Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, this, Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross. I've been buying all the RPGs that I've always wanted to play, and then now I'm just like backlogged on them. But yeah, so this is again complete, and this one actually even had the little foam doodad, which, pro tip, you can actually go to Joann Fabric and buy a sheet of this and then cut it yourself, measure it, and literally no one would ever know, which I will be doing soon, and I guess I might do a video on that in case you guys are curious. Alright, so the last limited run game that I picked up, I have 2 copies of it, but I'll explain that in a second. Picked up Caladrius Burst. I love shoot 'em ups, you know that. I live stream them pretty regularly. This is more of a bullet hell game, which is a genre of shoot 'em ups, shooters, whatever you want to call it. Awesome game. This was a 360 exclusive and finally came out on the PS4 physically, which it did also have a physical copy on PlayAsia, which I had just recently picked up as well. However, I don't really need to have 2 copies. I'm keeping the limited run copy, just because. But I am going to be giving this away. So this is, as you can see, complete, and it was played 1 time, and that's it. And so I'm giving this away. How do you enter? Well, you need to, let me think of something good. You need to like, you need to leave a comment, and you definitely need to be a subscriber. And what kind of comment do you need to leave? Let's say, how did you find my channel? Was it from a random thumbnail on the side of a different video? Did you hear about me from another YouTuber? Did you hear about me from a friend? However you heard about me. And if you just randomly typed in Wii U Collector Guide or Original Xbox such and such, or Steel Battalion Unboxing, or Raz as Hell Review, or however you found me. And if you don't remember, then tell me what your favorite pizza toppings are. And you guys need to, today's the 31st, this will be up by around 8 o'clock, give or take, and you need to let me know all these answers by, today's Tuesday, so let's say by Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, I'll be doing a drawing for whoever's going to win this. I'm going to put you all into the wheel decide and be giving this away. Now, if anybody wants an extra entry into the giveaway, who happens to want this and has a YouTube channel, or even if you don't, this could encourage you to have your own YouTube channel. Make a nice video, or you could just be added into a video. Just say, hey, DGC is giving away a nice copy of Caladrius Burst, and go check them out, and that'll get you 2 entries into the video. The reason I'm wanting to know how you found the video or found me is I'm just trying to grow the channel, and I'm doing it in a specific way to see really just kind of like what content the majority of my subscribers like, whether it be the Wii U stuff, the original Xbox stuff, or just my pretty face. I don't know, but I'm trying to figure it out, because it's not that I'm hitting a wall on making content, because I'm actually making 4 separate videos. Well, that looks like 8, but I'm making 4 separate videos at one time right now. HDMI GameCube video is about halfway through production. It's going to be a long 30 or 40 minute video, but it'll be an excellent video. I've been working on it for quite a while now. I had to actually order a few more parts to make that video the way I want it to. So HDMI GameCube video, I'm recording a review right now as we speak. It's actually playing on the TV. Well, I'm not recording it, but I'm playing through it to enjoy it and get some ideas for the review and stuff. Original Xbox Restoration Guide, which I actually bought almost 2 months ago and still haven't even touched it except to test it to see if it works, which it does. It's a launch day original Xbox. I checked that through the serial number. And what was the 4th video? Oh yeah, OG Xbox comparison stuff. That'll kind of be trickling out after I get the Xbox One X. But so those are all the updates on fall backlog, pickups, contest for Caladrius Blaze, and yeah, so that's a long video. This is probably over a 20-minute video. I'm sure you guys are gonna get pissed off. Don't care. My channel, my rules. All right, so as always, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment anything if you want. If you already have Caladrius Blaze, just go ahead and leave a comment saying it's a badass game. More giveaways coming in the future, I will say that as well. And peace out for now, as always. Till next time. Ah, shit, I almost forgot the most important part. This was actually the one thing that I wanted to be in the video, and to make sure that I put it in, because I had already filmed this video twice now, because it was too long, and it was even longer than this one. I just can't help it. I just enjoy talking about games, and it just is what it is. Maybe that's why you guys are subscribed to the channel. I have no idea why, but not that game collector, because that's me, video game collector, decided that he watched my last pickups video. He decided that he wanted to send me out a game that I said I had wanted. Not a particularly rare game. It is an awesome game, and I've only really seen it a few times here recently. I think people enjoy keeping it in their collection. That's why I don't really see it too often. It can be found at GameStop for probably about $5-10, but nonetheless, it's a nice complete copy, and I'm super happy to get it. And I had actually unboxed it, live or whatever while I was recording the first one. Then I filmed the second one. This is the third one. But so he sent a little note. It says, "What's up, That Game Collector? I hope you enjoy the game. Keep up the great work on your channel, VGC." So with that being said, I'm going to actually keep this note forever, and I will never be getting rid of this copy of this game. It will stay in my collection forever, and I will actually probably be playing this tonight. I really wholeheartedly appreciate that. You really didn't have to send that to me for free. He's a really awesome guy. He basically does all the exact same content except for the first word in his name is different than mine. And he's a really cool dude. He live streams hella shit, does a lot of shoot 'em up live streams, does a lot of pickup videos. He's super into the PlayStation 4 like me. And yeah, definitely go check this guy out. He's a really good dude. And he's a real big part of the community, and the community's ever growing. And it's really cool to just meet all these different people. Like, you know, even just Oso Jiggly. I only really met him a couple weeks ago, and we talk pretty regularly now. We had the fight night lights out, and he called it Bro Down Showdown, and it just, I'm loving being in the community. It really is fun. Like, at this point, whatever, I've got 365 subscribers. I'm cool with that because I've made a lot of friends out of this, and that was like the original thing that I wanted to do. So, but with that being said, peace out for now, guys. Till next time.
Come here, you mother.